Hello guys, in this video we're gonna see how we can frame a high probability context to trade London session by using statistics. Let's get into it. Lately I've been trading London session more and more, and I usually wait for 3 a.m. open. That's basically the session open for London session on indices, and I wait for a liquidity sweep to then get an explosive move to actually get myself into a position. But lately I've been noticing that we don't get this kind of moves at 3 a.m. anymore, or at least for the past few months. And instead, we get like the move basically on the 4 a.m. Hourly candle open. So basically when 4 a.m. opens, I have like an example chart laid out here on TradingView, where we can see that we have the 4 15-minute candles from the 4 a.m. Candle. And basically my idea was to get confluence and get data behind this statement of this happening. And that's where Edgeful comes into place, using the opening candle continuation that I'm gonna show you in a second. All right, so we are here inside Edgeful already, inside the dashboard. We are gonna be checking out NQ and the report of the opening candle continuation. One of the most important things I would say to actually check out what we mentioned before about the 4 a.m. Hourly candle opening, and then we need to find out what are the probabilities or the statistics around what happens after the open. For that, I'm gonna use a custom session that I've set to myself, the 4 a.m. one. You can create custom sessions that can be like just 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want. So I created one from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. So that's basically the 4-hour candle. That's the one that I'm gonna use for it. And then the data range we can use even back to 5 years. I've been using 3 years usually for my reports. That's personal preference. And what we can see here, also we need to adjust here. I already have it, but you have to set the opening candle to the 15-minute, because we want to be able to get into a position. We can even go lower and check the 5-minute, but I think the 15 minutes like good enough to kind of get the high time frame inside the 1-hour candle. So I think it makes sense to use the 15-minute, but you can play out with the 5-minute if you want. And then looking at the report itself, the opening candle continuation for NQ between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m., what we see is that, okay, if the first 15-minute candle of the 4 a.m. hourly candle closes green, we get that we are gonna have a 66.42% of probabilities that the 1-hour candle, here it says the green day, but the thing is that we are taking into consideration that we are using the session between the custom session between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. So the day means the custom session, not the actual day. So that means that if we close green, the first 50-minute candle of the 4 a.m. hourly candle, we're gonna have a 66.42% chance to finish the 4 a.m. candle green, and instead we're gonna have a 33.58 to close the hourly candle red. And the same thing for the bearish side. If the first 15-minute candle for the 4 a.m. hourly candle closes red, we have a 73% chance, over 73% chance that it's going to close red. So that's a good, like, solid indicator that we can follow the statistics if we can frame something on the chart. Also, we can check out another sub report that I think is quite useful, the weekday one. So following the same idea, we can check by day of the week what are the percentages. We can see clearly on Mondays the green 4 a.m. candles closing green, like the statistics goes down, but for the bearish it goes up to the 80%. And I think on Wednesday we have like a higher, we can check the Tuesday, that it's pretty much the same, but for the green one, the day that gets like the most chance, like the highest chance to follow through the candle opening on the green side, it's going to be Wednesday. So depending on the weekday, we're going to have a little difference in results, but overall I think it's a solid statistic. But again, we need to find a way to actually execute and find positions. That's why I'm going to show you a couple examples, one for a reversal that can be applied for both bullish and bearish scenarios, and then we can even find a way to position ourselves into a continuation right when 4 a.m. opens. Let's head over to TradingView again. All right, so for this example, we're looking at 19th of October 2025, so it's recent price action. We are looking at 3:45 a.m. on the 19th. So basically next 15-minute candle, yeah, we are on the 15-minute chart. So next 15-minute candle is going to be 4 a.m. open. And we can see that 4 a.m. open strong with a big move. But at the same time, as we can see here, 4 a.m. opens taking previous 15-minute candle, so 3:45 low. And at the same time, we are taking liquidity from 3 a.m. low, so previous hourly candle. We can see here on the 1 hour. So we are taking the previous hourly liquidity lower first, right at open, and at the same time the previous 15-minute candle. So that will be my manipulation move. Something that I, as I said before, I look at for 3 a.m. but 4 a.m. also gives us the move. And then by following the statistics from Edgeful, we have close to 70%, 66, 67. Let's check it out. Standard, we have a 66.42% of closing this 1 hour candle green, like not going back and in closing below the low that we've set already. So that would be the first thin candle from 4 a.m. hourly candle. We all agree on this. So let's see what happens next on the following 15-minute candles. We have one to the downside, another one to the upside, and the fourth one that it expands even higher. Now also we missed that it's Wednesday, the 19th of November 2025. It was Wednesday, so if we go back to check the weekday, Wednesdays, as we mentioned also before, Wednesday is one of the days of the week where the bullish scenario, like the first 15-minute candle from 4 a.m. opening and closing green, we have as almost 73% chance that the hourly candle closes green also. So it's clear, as we can see here, the 19th was a clear example, having both manipulation and then the statistics following with the expansion higher. We're not gonna get into how I would get into position in this setup, but I would try to position myself inside this, where when the manipulation happens, right after maybe closing the first 15-minute candle, like on the first candle or even the second candle, like trying to anticipate what's going to happen probably on this candle, get into a position to get higher for a long. But yeah, that's how you create a context, you form your own idea, and you back it up with the statistics by using Edgeful, pretty much. So thank you so much for watching the video.